Hi again, guys, and I've got another replay cast for you. This is a politically correct name from the Havoc clan, and yes, a politically correct name is his username. I'm just gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Ted. So this is Ted, and he is in the Panther. Tier 7 match, as you can see, and we're on Derpenberg. And it is an assault match, and he's on the defending team. He's also platooned up with a Tiger P and a friend and a Stuart Emil who's from the same clan as him. So this is going to be a little bit of a raffle stomp, at least for his team. And we're going to see just what the Panther can do now that it's been buffed a little bit. They did buff the DPM for this tank with the last patch. Well, with the patch that buffed all of the not all, but a lot of the German medium tanks. The top gun that you can see here has now got the same DPM as the gun on the Panther M10, which used to be the kind of speciality of the Panther M10. The Panther M10 was, you know, the differences between that were you had preferential matchmaking and a gun with much lower pen, but much better gun handling and rate of fire. Now they have very similar gun handling and the same rate of fire, so while the Panther M10 does still keep its preferential matchmaking, this thing can easily keep up with the DPM because it is the same, and the gun handling is pretty much the same as well. So Ted here is going to go down the 9-0 lines, and he's going to start off a little bit cautiously. He's going to just be trying to spot things for his team mostly, maybe sneak off a couple of opportunity shots. He's trying to take shots at the ELC there, but he's not getting particularly lucky, and the ELC is not really showing much of his tank, you know, as if there was much to see in the first place. Does get tracked by the enemy VK3001P in the middle there on the 6th line G6, and I don't like him pushing the Cromwell B there, though the Cromwell B probably shouldn't have been sitting directly behind him when there was a chance that he would need to get out of there. He does get a lucky shot on the VKP though. He ends up tracking him, and well, this is game over for the VKP because the rate of fire of this thing, as well as friendly tanks shooting him, it was just game over there. Enemy T150 rather is trying to move up. Friendly Cromwell's trying to shoot at either the T29 or the heavy tank number 6 there. T150 is getting really ballsy here, and this is gonna mean doom for the T150 because with the DPM of this thing as well as friendly tanks shooting at him, well, this is only gonna end one way, and I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. This guy made a huge fuck up, shooting through the roof of the tank. Well, why would you bother shooting at the places that are more thickly armoured when you can shoot the roof? He already had more than enough pen anyway. This thing has 194, I think 194? Let's have a look. Yep, 198mm of pen on its standard ammo, which is one of the higher values out of the tier 7 medium tanks. And takes aim at the Leo here and gets a very lucky engine fire with the first shot that he hits the Leo with. And oh, that is a lot. That guy does not have a fire extinguisher, or if he does, then he reacted very slowly to activating his fire extinguisher. Quite possibly he had food instead though, but that has really put a dampener on Leo's game. And now he's going to take shots at the T29 there. Bounces a shot from the Leo actually, who is off to the left somewhere. Where is he? There he is. But this T29 is done for. He's been tracked, and well, that one somehow bounced. I think that went a bit high and hit the upper plate, and then shot into the side, finishes off the T29. Already at 2,000 damage here. Trying to get shots on the Leo as he runs away, and he becomes unspotted. And now Ted here is going to press the advantage and start playing a lot more aggressive, because the enemy team are all on the western side of the map and his team control the east. Now a lot of the time this can end up, in most kinds of match, as a complete snipe-off. It can be really annoying to deal with. However, if one team loses... In fact, if one team loses either side, like, well, either bridge, not necessarily not really the middle bridge. The middle bridge is incredibly dangerous to cross, but if they lose either the north or south bridge, then it's game over, and the enemy team have already lost the south bridge. And the enemy team are supposed to be the ones attacking. So Ted here in his Panther is going to go looking for them, and he spots the enemy Panzer IV-H, who doesn't seem to react at all. It's quite possible this guy is AFK, or has just not paid any attention to the Panther. But no, unfortunately for... well, fortunately for Ted, this guy is AFK, maybe quit out when he saw the matchmaking, maybe quit out at some point. He is also platooned up with the Churchill 3, that Panzer IV-H was, which is kind of silly because the Churchill 3 has preferential matchmaking and should not see tier 7, but, you know, it's always possible that it was one guy running two computers and having both accounts at the same time, which I have seen before. But now, Ted is farming this Skoda T40, who decided not to move despite being shot by a Panther and a Sturer Emil and a Tiger P. And now this is going to be a really lucky shot here. Auto aims and fires without the reticle actually closing in. That was very, very lucky. RNG was in his favour there. And by reticle closing in, of course, I mean the tank aiming in naturally. Already over 3,000 damage now, and just over 1,000 spotting. And now this is a great farming opportunity. Unfortunately, that shot goes into the house. And he auto aims in the flat Panzer, but that one goes wide. And then the one he aims... yeah, there you go. And then finishes off the flat Panzer. Now he's got shots on this Churchill 3, who is regretting his life choices. And there he goes, picked up by the Sturer Emil in his platoon. And now he's going to farm the IS-2 for most of his hit points that are left. This is going to put him just over 4,000 if he gets everything on him. There's another one more should put him over 4,000. There it is. And, well, this guy's not going anywhere. He's tracked and he's got a rapid-firing 75mm with high pen shooting at him, so he's going nowhere. And all that's left on the enemy team is a Tiger 1, who we've only just spotted just now. Yes, this guy was trying to play the Tiger as a sniper tank, which is always a bad move. Because now he's left, he's in a tank that has a weak ammo rack, and, well, who saw this one coming? I know, right? Who would have thought that if you shoot a Tiger 1 in the side, just under the turret, that it would ammo rack it? Tiger was a strong tank. So that ended up being 5,319 damage that we observed in a tier 7 match, and just over 1,400 spotting. So let's go over to the results screen, and we can see that he got his ace tanker, he got Confederate for shooting at so many different enemy tanks, and other players picking up the kills, of course. And he got one hell of a high caliber. He ended up doing 5,459 damage in a tier 7 match, with only 5 tier 7s per team. This is an absolutely insane damage number for this kind of matchmaking. Very, very well done to you here. And that's 1,878 base XP for his 5 kills and his 5,459 damage and 1,427 spotting and assistance. He fired 47 rounds, 37 of them hit, and 32 pen. So not bad marksmanship there, not bad at all. And he does not run a premium account, but he still made one hell of a profit. He made 53,768 credits. He spent just over 2,800 on repairing his tank, and just over 2,900 on shells. The shells on the Panther are actually pretty cheap. It is only a 75mm gun with regards to caliber, but the pen is so good, you rarely need to fire premium in this thing. And because of that, he made 47,970 credits, which is really, really good for a standard account. And this was also his daily double, so his 1,878 base XP got doubled to 3,756, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm sure that Ted here was very, very pleased with this result, though he did kind of steal some damage with his friends in the Tiger Pete and the Stewer Emil, which is kind of unfortunate for them, but it did mean that this was one hell of a stampede of a match for Ted here. And with that, that's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you've enjoyed this video.